Are any of the X-ray attacks in Mortal Kombat X actually survivable, or will all of them send you straight to the morgue?
Watching from the sky, a beam of light. I am electric eye.
Not every day I get to wear one of these fancy coats, now do I? Welcome to a special two-part announcement video on the Chamber of the Wraith. My name is Brian, and actually we'll make it 3 parts because I want to kind of talk about something else for a second, but we'll leave that to the end. First up, the big thing. We get the big thing out of the way, as always. E3 is next week, baby! And as you know, E3 is the biggest video game reveal stage event type thing in the world. There's a reason why gamers call E3 Video Game Christmas. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that this year, E3 is going from the 11th to the 14th, which is the Monday to the Thursday next week. But there's a couple of companies that have decided to be a little bit sneaky and do reveals a little bit ahead of time. For instance, WB Games recently tweeted out that that on Thursday the 7th at 10 a.m., I would assume Eastern time, they never specified, but I always assume Eastern if they never specify, because that tends to be where things are, they will be announcing a new thing. Now, a lot of people have been excitedly thinking that it's going to be the highly rumored Rocksteady Superman game. Now, there's a slight problem with that, and that is there's some evidence that came out in the replies that I've double-checked and verified that seems to point towards being something else. Hitman Season 2. Now Hitman's is a massive franchise with a lot of fans, and this game, despite its odd model, has been received pretty well by Hitman fans. So a Season 2 was going to happen, and it makes more sense for a pre-show reveal to be something a little bit smaller, a little bit mid-tier, as it were. You don't want to announce garbage. You never want to announce garbage at any event. You want to bring your A game to your event. So sometimes that means that you have to take one of your smaller reveals, which can be exciting, but it's smaller than, say, I don't know, Mortal Kombat 11. But that is if it gets announced at E3. It probably will be, but I've talked about that before. But you take one of your smaller reveals, like let's say Hitman Season 2, and you plonk it into one of your early events to get people thinking, wonder what else this company has in store. And that's exactly what's probably going to happen. Even if you see the GIF, it's like, there's no way this is going to be a Superman game. And I'm sorry for you Superman fans, hold your horses. We'll see at E3 if a Superman game actually happens. I hope so. Not gonna lie, I kind of want a good Superman game for once, because every game Superman's been in has been trash, but whatever. Next up, another thing to keep in mind is that PlayStation is doing something similar, but on a larger scale. See, starting from I've got the list right here. Starting from the 6th, which is this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That is early as hell. I can't remember. I think Pacific is like an hour behind me, so it'd be 9 a.m., but it also could be 7 a.m. Either way, that is insanely early. What they'll do is that they will do a small stream on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter, and announce a thing based off of certain categories. June 6th, for example, is going to get a new PS4 game with PSVR support. And then June 7th is going to be the announcement of a release date for a new game. Now, because PlayStation 4 has a lot, because PlayStation has a lot of games that are on its side right now, Days Gone, Death Stranding, Spider-Man PS4 already has its release date announced, but you get that sort of thing, right? They have a lot of games on the play that don't have a release date yet. So who it's going to be is anyone's guess. But my guess would be, again, like WB, they'll aim for something a little bit smaller, but no less exciting, like Days Gone. They don't want to announce Death Stranding right away because Death Stranding is going to steal the fucking show at E3, for PlayStation at least. Death Stranding was one of the big 4 games that PS4 wanted to bring to the table. The other ones being I can never remember the name of the samurai game the Sucker Punch is doing, but that's one of them. Spider-Man, Death Stranding, and I wish I remembered the fourth one, but, there's a quadruple threat. But then, June 8th, we will get a new Sony PS4 game announced, and June 9th will be a new PSVR exclusive title. And finally, June 10th, the day before E3 officially kicks off, an eagerly anticipated game is coming to PS4 VR. What that is, I haven't the slightest clue. But I never really dabbled into PSVR, so this is like, oh, it'll be a nice little bonus. I'll check it out, but honestly, the date I'm really more excited about is June 8th. What are they gonna, and June 7th and 8th. What are they gonna announce? Honest to God. But you could bet your ass that I'll be covering I'll be popping in every once in a while to do news. I might not do all of the news leading up to E3, like I'll probably skip the 6th, but I'll definitely be trying to cover some of the, at least if there's a couple of stories I can be like, BAM! New games announced, what is it? Looks pretty cool, let's talk. That sort of thingamajig. From there, when E3 rolls around, I'll be doing daily broadcasts like this, talking about the games that are coming out. Now, I'll also actually be able to do video footage, and this will be the first year I'll be able to do this because not only do I have the better editing software if I wanted to be snazzy, which I'll probably do because I mean, look at me, but I could also do it on SHAREfactory if I wanted to crank out something quickly, which is fantastic because, for Lord's sake, you couldn't do that on SHAREfactory because of the video codec thing, and that drove me up the fucking wall. But, c'est la vie, whatever, it's all well and good. Now, part 2 also kind of pertains to E3 because some people are also going to be showing this game off on day 0, June 10th of E3, Jurassic World Evolution. Now, this Friday is going to be special because I will release a compilation of every single species profile that has been released at this point for Jurassic World Evolution in chronological order, because the game comes out on June 12th, and I'm super freaking excited. And if you couldn't tell, I got some airtime there. Whee! But calm down. As cool as it's going to be to get a look at some gameplay on June 10th, June 12th is really special because I'm streaming, baby. I'll be streaming Jurassic World Evolution right from launch as soon as I can in order to be able to do stuff and do things and be able to build a Jurassic World Evolution. I'm going to have a couple of friends join in from a Discord chat that I'm in, and they're going to come in and have a grand old time. And if you are in, you can help direct the direction of the park. You could say, hey, I want a Tyrannosaur. Or, yo, how about a Jeep? And all of this good stuff. Just try not to actively destroy my park, please. I'd rather have it be successful, and then maybe we could break some shit later on. You know what I mean? Who loves a little bit of destruction now and then? But that is part 2. Part 3, on the tail end of this, it's kind of short, I'll admit, but whatever. On the 23rd of June, I've decided I'm going to be streaming BlazBlue Central Fiction's Story Mode. Because BlazBlue's story mode has an unlockable character in it, Susanoo. And I'd rather get that son of a bitch before I am left in a bit of a tizzy. Because, another thing, BlazBlue has 2 characters that cost $11 in DLC. Because you could buy BlazBlue Central Fiction on PS4 and PS3, and then if you buy one, you get them on both consoles. That's fantastic, but still, $11, that's a lot. And as a guy who is currently looking for a job, I'd rather not. Or a proper job, anyway. Some of you people probably know me from a business, but I mean like an actual working job, like a McDonald's or a Walmart or something. But enough about my personal struggles. That's about it for the thing. Quick recap. You'll be expecting almost daily coverage from the 6th to the 14th on E3 from this channel. I'll be all fancied up because who doesn't like to be fancy for their shit? Second, we're going to be streaming Jurassic World Evolution on June 12th. It's release day. Do not miss it because you're going to see me Omega class hyped, and I don't want you to miss that. Because I love it. I love this game. I've been tracking this since it's been announced last June. And I'm just like, I'm so ready. And finally, the small thing is that we'll also be blitzing through Blaze Blue Central Fiction's story mode in order to try and unlock the character Susanoo. So, I hope you enjoy DFTBA. Let me know what you're most excited for E3. Personally, for me, I'm excited to see what new IPs come up because of the rumored Superman game and Mortal Kombat 11 most likely showing up, and all of those good things. Plus anything like Spider-Man and what is the name of the samurai game? Son of a bitch. Anything like that. I'll be super excited for DFTBA, guys. I said that already, but you know what I mean. And I'll bid you adieu until tomorrow.